Your hand, my beloved. Head in the left, and my dearest on my right, as always. Definitely, dear. I think going headless scares the humans a little. Oh, don't flatter me too much. I may fall deeper in love with you. Sticking with the pumpkins was Jax's idea, of course. I know it's cliché, but it pulls me all together, doesn't it? And you get to see the fire in my eyes when I look your direction. Speaking of setting my sights on you, my darling, might I say you look absolutely stunning. I could simply marry you tonight, if you let me. Spirit you away to some remote locale for a most scandalous elopement. The wait for our nuptials is simply torturous. Ah, of course. I could never bring myself to hinder your wedding dreams. The fluffy, elaborate cake. Myself in a decadent, flouncy gown. Or a sharply tailored tuxedo, if you prefer. A honeymoon on any distant shore you might name. Whatever you want, you shall have. Good evening, my good man. Juliet Horseman, a private table. Thank you. Shall I pull out your chair, my love? You needn't lift a single finger when I'm around if you don't wish to exert yourself. I am your humble servant. My pleasure, my darling. As I was saying, I would never rush to hinder your plans for the wedding. You've been working so hard, so tirelessly. Have you considered getting some help? My half-brother, Jax. You've met him and his partner. You could ask them for assistance if things get too burdensome. Jax loves planning and organization. He thrives in making sense of chaos. I think he would be over the moon to help you. Anything to ease your worries, my dear. I realize you have been jittery these days. Could it be because the date is, approaching? So, you feel the days are moving too fast? I understand your worries, my love. Take comfort in knowing that if you feel anxious and would like some more time, please feel free to discuss it with me anytime. While I realize I have made my own eagerness for our eventual union quite apparent, I would willingly wait until the end of time to wed you, if that were your desire. Oh. And I would never expect you to plan to spend your life with someone who doesn't take your feelings into consideration. Take your time, my sweet. That's why we're here. To relax and be at peace. We can be out for as long or as little as you like. No need to thank me. Dare I say, this is the bare minimum. Feeling peckish, dear? Would you like me to call the waiter over? Ahem. Ah, yes. Mark. The menu, if you will. Thank you. Anything else on your mind, dearest? Oh, wondering if I feel disappointed in you? Why, I would never feel this way over your anxieties. To be perfectly honest, I've had my own. You've just been brave enough to discuss yours. No, nothing of the sort. I know that you are my ideal match, my soul, my heart. But I do worry. On occasion, I have wondered if I am a perfect fit for you. In my darker hours, I've even thought that there are other non-humans who have a better look than I do, who better suit you and would be a credit to you, who are better for you than I am. And they would have all appendages intact. Of course, I know you love me as I am. I will never forget how much you have reassured me that regardless of my appearance, you are proud to be on my arm. But people talk sometimes. When they do, I don't want my perceived shortcomings to be projected on you. I would rather perish than have you become the subject of cruel gossip on my account. Oh, my darling, you've figured me out. Of course you have. You know me so well. I have been talking to Jax about this. He has chosen a human partner, as I have. And with our similar appearances, when I choose to go out completely headless, well, I wanted to confide in him. I value his perspective, his advice. Even though Jax's relationship hasn't taken the exact steps ours has taken, they have good insight since our dynamics are so similar. He has been telling me not to worry too much about the aesthetics of my appearance to humans. To set my focus where I'm appreciated in my originality. To set my focus on being appreciated by you, the one I chose to marry and spend my life with. After all, why should the wag of uncouth tongues bother me when I have a glittering treasure like you who values me, my dearest? Of course I know, my darling. As I said, the mind will always wonder. It's, if you'll pardon the limitations of the turn of phrase, human nature. And it's fine to have these anxieties. I appreciate how openly we can speak about them, here like this, I feel more grounded. And I love you too, with all my heart. Of course. I agree we should pay them a visit. I'll give Jax a call when we return home. I'm sure he'll be happy to see us. Oh, I'm overjoyed to hear you're feeling better, my darling. As do I, in point of fact. You don't want to stay out too late? Very well. Reservations be damned. Definitely, dear. We can take dessert to go.